I'm going to take care of the annoying, he might be shy thing for you. Yeah, maybe.
If you don't want to spoil it, like, you probably don't like the girl. Like, why don't you want to spoil the girls you like?
I don't want to be single no more. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go and get married tomorrow.
I told him I want a divorce, but hoping he'd come back for me, but he let me pack my bags.
The loyalty is absolutely crazy. These girls honestly cater to their damn man. There's a reason why that there's a thing called passport bros, and there's a reason why a lot of people are leaving America to go look for wives. It's a reason.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
And I tell y'all to never help a man when he down, because all he gonna do is resent you for it later on.
I said we was gonna talk about it, so let's talk about it. And shout out to the creators that I'm going to be referencing because y'all have some great points. So one of the main points is helping a man while he's down. He's going to resent you at the end of it. Most of the time that resentment starts while you guys are involved in the relationship, in the situation, whatever it may be. Because when a man's dealing with a woman he feels is dealing better than him, he feels inferior. He feels emasculated. He feels a bit jealous. Because when a man is not capable to lead and he's with a woman who's strong and is capable of taking that step and stepping up to the plate, he feels threatened by that. And when a man's finances isn't right, everything else in his life isn't right. His physical health, his mental health, his emotional health, his spiritual health. A man isn't present enough to deal with another person. He doesn't have the capacity to be in a relationship to begin with. So let's go to another point. When a man is dating a woman who's doing better than him and she's showing him that she's willing to deal with that and build him up, he's going to be looking at you different. He's going to be treating.
All right, so now I'll explain why that is, right? Men, it's not a man's nature. If a woman makes more than a man, he won't hate, but he will hate. There was a study done on that he'll feel resentment because he should be the provider. That's very true. But this is why women being boss chicks don't work. But then also a man doesn't want to be taken advantage of too. So they're right, but they want to be right for their own reasons. The way things are not supposed to be that way. Independent womanhood, it's not supposed to be that way. But guys, it's wild because we have all this independent womanhood now. It's going to lead to a lot of single women. It goes to show we're getting closer to the end of times. Women trying to take over. Men are done. It's leaving them lonely. And men would rather be to themselves than with a woman who's a boss chick. So yes, guys are avoiding you.
I went on a date with a guy last night who was part of the men not asking women questions on dates epidemic. And I started thinking about really why this might be. Now, I'm going to take care of the annoying, he might be shy thing for you. Yeah, maybe. Maybe these guys might be shy, but not all of them can be shy. And I fear that the real reason why they don't ask us questions is because they don't care. They don't actually care about what we have to say. Like, I'm so serious. If I stopped talking last night, if I stopped asking questions, the conversation would have just halted.
That's not why it happens. You know what happens with a lot of guys? A lot of guys don't get a chance to practice. More guys should probably cold approach because they're scared to death a woman will say, "You loser. You creep. Don't you dare talk to me." Do you know how much that happens? Or it's happened in the past? So why would guys continue to do it? Why would they continue to make a fool of themselves? Why would they want to end up a part of the Me Too movement in a negative way? No man wants that. And so what happens is guys haven't had enough practice because asking questions is the best thing a man can do. If a man understands women, he wants to be asking questions because it's going to get you talking. And once you get talking, you won't stop. Once you're comfortable to talk, all you have to do is sit there and listen and bring it home. Sit there, listen, and let you tell on yourself. That's really what a man's supposed to do. That's the whole game. But men aren't able to practice that game. Or men don't learn the game. Because men are what? Starting to go their own way. So, therefore, you bumped into a man who probably doesn't have that common sense you should have when it comes to women. And that's what you got.
The word is that a top 1% man cannot be faithful in a relationship or in marriage. Do you believe that a top 1% man can be faithful?
I think they can.
Okay.
It's just when he's ready. It could be a good person wrong time. And it just depends on who a person is. Younger me want to have fun. We lock in on business and become disciplined in business and become this great entrepreneur, successful person. What about the experience from locking in with one person and pouring into this one person? Because to me, I feel like it's hard to build something when your energy, your connection is being split up amongst multiple people. You can't have that same mindset in business and the way we choose to operate and not have it in a relationship. Because you know, this one person, you pour into them, you never know the outcome of that situation. And I also know too is that, and I learned this in therapy, us as men, when we lack in discipline, we control how women respond to us.
What does that mean?
That means if I don't give you reassurance or security, you're gonna operate with a wall up. That means you may not give me 100% of you.
True.
You may not give me the 100% femininity I need. And now, in a way, as a man, we've self-sabotaged the development of that relationship.
He was catering to her right there. But I'll tell you what it is. Guys understand what it takes to get a woman. They know they need to have their money. And what guys tell each other is facts because it's true. Guys see it out in the streets. They get it all. Women come flocking. That's why gold digger videos are popular. A guy gets that Lamborghini. The woman come flocking. Guy has the nice clothes in the Lamborghini. Oh, it's even better. So what do you think happens when a man puts himself in that position? We could have that. His confidence goes from down here to here. His tolerance levels goes from down here, or I'm saying that wrong. Tolerance level don't go there. But the tolerance level goes from here to there. It's opposite. He's not going to tolerate any nonsense from a woman because he knows what cards he holds. He knows he holds all the cards. He truly recognizes he's the prize. So that leads to men becoming animals. Is it right? No, it's not right. It's not right at all. But what happens is, from the way women are, 6 feet, 6 figures. Imagine a man getting there and he's 6 feet with 6 figures. Come on now, think. He's a whole different person. I'm not saying it's right, but that's exactly why.
If you don't want to spoil it, like, you probably don't like the girl. Like, why don't you want to spoil the girls you like? Do you know what I mean?
So if a guy's not spoiling you, he doesn't like you.
Within his means. If within his means, let's say he has £20 and he doesn't want to be buying you £5 things every time he gets that £20. He doesn't want to buy you that £5. He has 20k. He doesn't want to keep getting you that 5k Von Cleef, that quick. If he's not that guy that wants to do that for you,
him not like ya.
Yeah, you're not particularly in his fancy,
I agree,
bro.
you know.
Do you know, personally, because like, I wouldn't even think about the money when it comes to spending on certain people, because I'm like, yeah, no, I want to see you receive that, and I just want to see you enjoy it.
And who's that? Oh, it's Mr. MVP, Sim!
What's this guy's logic? What are you talking about? That's coming from, he has to be broke. How are you going to get rich? Every time you get 20, you give your girl 5. That's like every time I get $20,000, I give my girl. So you mean to tell me if I get $20 million, I'm giving my girl $5 million? That's pretty much what you're saying, right? No. Now, if my lady helps me make that, still, why would I give 5? It's my job to manage. It's my job to be responsible, because a man can't turn around and give a woman a Von Cleef or whatever you said it is, or anything. Say, here's 20,000. It's okay. I'm gonna spend 5,000 on a diamond earring. Why would he do that when he can put some money in some kind of investment? He'll buy her some stocks or buy himself some stocks, right? But he can help her build a portfolio. Like, what are we talking here? Are we talking growing? Or are we talking staying behind? Because a man that's a man's man is talking about growing, not blowing money on women for no reason. And a true woman's going to realize that. I'll tell you what kind of woman realized that. I see it all the time happening in the Philippines. Women say, I don't want my man to spend that money on me because he can put that investment for our future. How many times have I heard a Filipino say that? Countless. Why? They're thinking different. I gotta call it how I see it. I gotta call a spade a spade. That guy was darker than me, my complexion. That's the problem. That's why my community is the lowest. And that's why even years ago, you looked at it, you see who was at the top 2, like 5, 6 years ago? Indians And number 2 in the U.S. was Filipinos, the top household median income. Why is that? There's a reason behind it. Blow the money on that $5,000 watch, or put that money away for me for my future so we can have it later. That's what's going to get you ahead. And that's why guys are choosing to leave.
It's a red bean. Like I was saying, I think we should just stay friends, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not ready for a relationship. Like, you know, I'm just not ready for all that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Damn. Crispy chicken. You say you cooked there? You did there? Cornbread. Cornbread too? This ain't this from scratch? Oh, Lord. And you cook this like this all year round. It stays the same taste like this all year round. Well, I don't know, baby. Look. You mind if I take my Air Max off? Look, check this out. I'm gonna take my Air Max off for a couple of years because I've been thinking since I've been sitting here eating on this that you might be right. We might do need to get in a relationship because real talk, I've been hungry lately, and these women I've been dealing with, they, you know, this the taste I've been looking for. So, you want to get married tomorrow? You want to get married tomorrow? Because yeah, that look like that was finna happen. I don't want to be single no more. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go and get married tomorrow. Word. And I'm gonna bring my little TV and my little VCR that I got, my 4 pair of boxes that I got at the crib with mom, and bring them on over here with you because look like this is my home. Look like I got a phone to have.
I heard that, right? The woman cooked some good food and he want to stay. Guys think he cook meals at home, but he probably live at home with his mama and he want a woman to cook for him now. Of course, as a man can cook by himself, for himself. But if you got a woman there taking care of you, could you imagine a woman, you get in the house, she's asking are you hungry? That's probably what that woman to do there. Now, I don't know if he's computing in his head, but that's what I'll be computing in my head. I come home, you ask me I'm hungry. Not even just how was your day. Maybe you ask me to kick my shoes off and rub my feet, welcoming things. That's what a man wants. It's not about the cooking. It's about feeling like you're at home. And every man wants that.
There's been so many times where women say to me, it's like, oh, I told him I want a divorce, but hoping he'd come back for me, but he let me pack my bags.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So sometimes they file for divorce or take it that far as a way of testing their partner. And if they're with quite a healthy partner, they'll think you mean it.
So many women try to test their men constantly.
It's an evolutionary thing because here's the reality. Childbirth is potentially fatal. So to put that risk onto a relationship, you better be able to endure all types of storms. Yeah. So we have to test them. So we have to, unfortunately, test them. We have to test, are they going to be faithful, financially stable, have their own boundaries? Now, the problem is, unfortunately, if we push you and you succumb to us, you automatically lose us. What we're saying when we're pushing you is really make sure you don't give in to this, because if you do, then I know you're not strong enough.
Oh my God, give me an example.
It might push a man to say, I'm going to come home when I want. I'm going to come on girls' trips. I'm going to do whatever I want. And then when you actually give in and say, okay, essentially she feels like she's not being protected.
You can't make this up.
So she feels like nobody's governing her.
You don't have a spine.
You're not responsible. Or she might say, I'm talking to my ex-boyfriend. And you say,
she usually gets me with everything she says. That right there is one of the most misleading things ever. Why? Why is it misleading? Because me coming up, I learned not to care less. And why is that? Saving yourself. See, what I know and what a lot of men know nowadays, to avoid a woman that keeps testing you like that. Why is that? I'm surprised she said that. That doesn't happen with women outside. And the women not in the West are the majority. You know that, right? You guys know that? Women not there, the majority. The majority of women aren't doing that. The U.S. is such a small amount of the world. Just think about 300 and something million. About 155 million women as compared to billions of women. So imagine you're able to take yourself out of those borders permanently. Hence what I've done for so many years. Permanently, you're not around that. Or think about you can figure that out. You figure out how to take yourself from that permanently. And then you turn around and think, it costs less to take yourself from that permanently. Let me bring you guys on my level of how I think, right? Think about that. I've lived in the Philippines at one point. I'm spending way more than that now. I've lived for $800 a month when I was in the province. So you mean to tell me I was paying $800 to be out of that permanently? You get my drift? What I'm saying is more of you guys don't realize how you can do this. You don't realize how it's not hard at all. All you have to do is not be lazy. That's it. You can make it happen. I know I make it sound easy. To me, it is easy. It may not be easy for a lot of you guys. It may not be. But when you think of it like that, and then you do have to be responsible, secure in yourself, and understand you can do it. You believe like that, that's when you make it. But it's sad because a lot of people don't believe that way. I'm not saying that I'm any better than you. I'm a regular human being, but that's what I've trained myself to do and trained myself to be. And you guys can be it too.
Now I realize why American guys come to the Philippines to find a wife. You guys won't even understand. The Filipino girls, I'm not gonna lie, are hot. Besides these women being absolutely beautiful, the loyalty is absolutely crazy. Coming from America, all these women always say, and this is an American thing, happy wife, happy life. In the Philippines, it's happy relationship, happy relationship. When I was in America, honestly, I used to hate when girls always say, you need to make me happy as a happy wife, happy life. This has to change because in a relationship, I'm not saying everything's supposed to be 50-50, but at the end of the day, so you're trying to tell me I need to make a woman happy and I need to be miserable to have a happy relationship? That doesn't make sense. Out here, these girls honestly cater to their damn man when it comes to cooking for them, giving them massages, going over and above without asking.
Now, you see how that guy was happy to get that meal? Because yes, the cooking, I get massages every night. The cooking is a beautiful thing. The colleague to the bone is real. But let me let him finish.
Without asking for anything in return, that's how a relationship should be. And again, you guys can say whatever you want in the comments. There is a reason why that there's a thing called passport bros, and there's a reason why a lot of people are leaving America to go look for wives. It's a reason.
This is the way.
So if you're an American woman and you're watching this right now, stop complaining that there's no good men out there in America. It's because you girls has made it so impossible for us to want to cater to you because all you want is a damn handout.
That need to be said again and again with fierce conviction.
It's because you girls has made it so impossible for us to want to cater to you because all you want is a damn handout.
All you want is what a man could do for you, and it's not supposed to be like that in a relationship, but keep on looking for a good man.
And that's a fellow brother that's out in the Philippines. He found a way. I don't know if he's retired military. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll contact him for an interview. It's true. Everything he's saying. You guys have seen it. You guys see the countless videos. You guys have seen the countless videos of Filipinas talking about the things they do for their man. And you guys can tell. And then guys come out here and they're getting it. So many guys have reached out to me. Yo, I'm so happy that you're out in the Philippines because I see now how it happens. And all you need is patience. That's all you need is patience. You may not find a girl right away. Patience. Sometimes it may take 6 months. I'm not going to say, sometimes it can take a year. You'd have to be living out here for years. Depends on what you're looking for, what kind of guy you are. And it may not be here. You got to go wherever you got to go to find them. But you can find it. But let me get into this next one. This brother. So this brother came out here, right? This is Filipino, by the way. I don't know if he's African. I think he's African. Looks African. But he got one. He got him a Filipino. And the wild thing about how they are with their relationship, right? They're dancing all the time in videos. They come across like life is a big party. But that's because of that connection. I don't think a lot of Filipinos even realize it. Because I'll be real, a lot of Filipinos are stuck on what's right is right. But there are Filipinos that do go for black men. And then the similarities, things like this. You see the way they're dancing, they're totally in sync, hitting those moves at the right time. I'm not saying it's not white guys that can't do that, but still, that's what happens. And who knows? She gets pregnant, they raise the next Miss Universe. And I think with things like that happening, with the Jalen Greens being born, Miss Universes, I think a lot more women will start looking at black guys. That's not one, I'll be honest, that's not most Filipinos' first choice. You see so many black guys coming here getting them because there is room for you. And more guys want to find that out because they realize
this is the way.
It's definitely more to life than going through anything that's not that.
Love has no boundaries.
This is the way.
Passport, bro. Passport. No.
So